On a small farm in rural America, a farmer was preparing for the proudest day of his life. His son was coming home after serving overseas. The whole town was getting ready for a welcome celebration. Tables were being set, fences were being repaired, supplies were arriving every day. The farm was busy from sunrise to sunset. Two animals worked harder than anyone else: a strong workhorse named Duke, and an old sheepdog named Rusty. Every morning before dawn, Duke pulled heavy wagons across the farm. Rusty guarded the sheep, chased away predators, and watched over the property. Neither of them complained. They simply did their jobs. Not far from the barn lived a golden retriever named Charlie. Charlie didn't pull wagons. He didn't guard sheep. Most days he rested on the porch. The farmer brushed his fur, fed him premium dog food, and let him sleep near the fireplace. Whenever Charlie walked by with his tail wagging, Duke noticed. One evening after a long day of work, Duke sighed. "Have you noticed how easy Charlie's life is?" he asked Rusty. "We work until our legs ache. We stand in the rain, the heat, and the cold. But Charlie gets the best food, a warm bed, and endless attention." Rusty looked at him quietly. Then he said, "Be careful judging another life from the outside. The farmer doesn't give anything without a reason. Some responsibilities are visible, others are not." Duke wasn't convinced. For days he kept watching Charlie. Every moment of comfort. Then the celebration day arrived. The town gathered at the farm. Music played. Children laughed. Families filled the yard. At last the farmer's son came home. Everyone cheered. The unexpected twist. As the celebration continued, a little girl wandered away from the crowd. No one noticed. She walked toward a creek hidden behind the trees. Minutes later, her parents realized she was missing. Panic spread across the farm. People searched everywhere. The farmer shouted her name. Neighbors ran through the fields. No one could find her. Charlie's real job. Then Charlie suddenly jumped off the porch. He sprinted across the farm and disappeared into the woods. A few minutes later, barking echoed through the trees. The crowd followed the sound. There, beside the creek, stood Charlie. The little girl was safe, scared but unharmed. Charlie had found her before tragedy struck. Her parents burst into tears. The farmer hugged Charlie. The entire town applauded. The lesson. That evening, as the sun set behind the fields, Duke stood quietly beside Rusty. After a long silence, Duke said, "I understand now." Rusty nodded. "You only saw the rewards," he said. "You never saw the responsibility." He was being trusted. He watched over the family every moment of every day. Duke looked across the yard. Charlie lay quietly beside the farmer's son, asking for nothing, simply doing what he had always done, protecting the people he loved. From that day on, Duke stopped comparing his life to someone else's, because he learned an important truth. You can never fully understand another person's blessings until you understand their burdens. You see the reward. You don't see the responsibility. You see the success. You don't see the sacrifices. You see the smile. You don't see the struggle. Many people envy what others have without knowing what it costs to carry it. So focus on your own path. Do your work well. Carry your responsibilities with gratitude. And remember, the life that looks easiest from a distance may be carrying the heaviest weight.